All right, what's up, everybody? This is Brian. I'm here with Eric, Israel, and Vince. This is where we go through our top albums of 2023. I thought it was kind of a slow year for new releases until I tallied it up. And it really wasn't, at least for me.
Yeah.
So, just out of... I'll just kind of get into mine real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I have like special mentions because I couldn't just do 10. So I'll burn through these real quick. World Command, their album World Domination, Enslaved, Heimdall,
Mm-hmm.
Special mention. Incantations doing Unholy Deification, Tomb Mold, The Enduring Spirit, Verathron, The Crimson Temple, Sadis, The Shadow Inside, Ascended Dead, The Even Fall of the Apocalypse, High Spirits, Safe on the Other Side, Spirit Adrift, Ghost at the Gallows, and Panopticon, The Rime of Memory. So those were my special mentions. Like, in case my list is shit you've already heard, go through that. Here's my top 10. Number 10, Jag Panzer, The Hallowed. Number 9, Blackbraid 2. Black metal, you know, the whole...
Native American.
Yeah. Number 8, not metal, but still I'm putting it on here. Twin Temple, The God is Dead, which is satanic doo-wop. Number 7 is not really metal, but it's a crossover. It's from Drain, Living Proof. That's a pretty good one. Number 6, we all know, Night Demon, Outsider. Yeah. It's got to be up there for me. Number 5, sci-fi death metal, Xoth. And the album is Exogalactic. So, number 4, Cirith Ungol, The Black Parade. Number 3, Spirit Possession of the Sign. Spirit Possession, if you're into stuff like Beherit or Vaughn, kind of chaotic black metal, there you go. Number 2, Power Metal, Twilight Force, At the Heart of Winervale. Fucking love that album. My number 1, Cattle Decapitation, Terrasite.
Okay.
Terrasite, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that album really caught me.
Did it?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt that they're friends.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, so that's what I got. What do you guys think?
It was good. It was some I have not heard before. So
Okay, wow.
I'm interested in digging on your list and see what gets me stuff.
Okay, yeah, and everybody's list, I'll put them in the comments so you can just go down there and try to put some links.
I totally spaced out that Sadis had a new album.
Yeah.
So
they did.
I need to check that out for sure.
That one snuck up.
Yeah.
It was pretty recently.
There was a couple of them that I didn't even know were out, like the Cirith Ungol. I didn't know that one came out too.
Yep. And this 2024 is supposed to be Cirith Ungol's last year of playing shows.
Yep.
So catch them if you can.
Come to San Diego? Yes.
Hopefully, yeah.
Probably not, but...
That would be cool.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
All right. If you want to go through mine real quick here. So I didn't put them in any particular order. It was a bit of a weird year for me. I didn't listen to a lot of new stuff, and the stuff that I heard I basically thought it was from last year, so some of the stuff I had to kind of rehear again the last few days and kind of make up my list finally. So Obituary, one of the early ones that came out in 2023, Dying of Everything, death metal veterans for Florida, standard Obituary fare. You're not going to get anything, that's super out there. It's going to be the same Obituary, but it always slams. Really good stuff. Also, Cattle Decapitation, Terrasite. Not as good, I thought, as, Death Atlas, which was, for me, one of the best ones they've ever had. Probably one. But it's still, a great album, Terrasite. Insomnium, Anno 1696. Bit of a concept album from Finland. These guys from Finland about the EU European witch trials from 1600s. So it's a bit of a weird kind of album. Some female vocals here and there, trippy kind of thing. Insomnium, check them out. Hellripper.
That's a good one, yeah.
Black speed metal, fast and deadly. Hellripper, Warlocks Grim, and Withered Hags. Really good album. Autopsy, kind of one of those that kind of flew under the radar for me for a while. Ashes, Organs, Bloods, Bloods and Crypts.
Blood and Blood Out.
Blood and Crypts.
Well, they kind of like put out an album recently before that, so it was
They
kind
did.
of unexpected that they
Yeah.
like they would used to take forever to put out albums.
Yeah, to be honest, when it came out, I was like, what? Another one so quick? But
Yeah.
it was really good. Enforced. Really, really good album, man. Death Thrash vein. Enforced called War Remains. Also, Cirith Ungol, The Dark Parade. A good, kind of like a good, I guess, swan song for the guys. I don't know if they're going to keep recording or not. I know the live thing is pretty much over after next year. Hopefully they keep recording, but if this is the last one, they really went out on a high note. Primordial, How It Ends. Ireland's pagan masters return to celebrate 30 years with a killer epic album. One of my favorites for this year for sure. Hopefully, they got a good tour coming up, and they're going to be doing some U.S. dates. I got tickets for the L.A. date already coming up, so I'm stoked about that.
Watch our interview of him. Oh wait, we didn't get to we interviewed him and forgot to record.
Forgot to record the fucking thing, but it's going to happen. We're going to get it done. We'll keep that. We're going to have that happen. For all of you Swedish death metal fans, Vomitory, all heads are going to roll. The return of the mighty Vomitory. These guys are a sentimental favorite of mine, and I had to fucking throw them in there, man, because they're back, and I'm happy about that. So, Vomitory, all heads are going to roll. Memoriam, from the ex-Bolt Thrower crew, it's basically a Bolt Thrower worship album. Memoriam, Rise to Power. I think it's the third or fourth album they put out.
I didn't even know about it.
Yep. One of the other ones that kind of flew under the radar. Really, really good album in the vein of if you still want to hear some Bolt Thrower, just put on some Memoriam.
Yeah.
It'll get
Scratch
you a
that
quick
itch.
fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, scratch that itch. But that's pretty much for me. Definitely a mention is Night Demon with Outsider. One of the better albums of the year as well. And Jag Panzer with The Hallowed, which was a pretty epic album, long kind of like concept album
yeah.
too. So definitely on the top as well. Yep.
Good list.
It is good. Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it, B.
All right, so I kind of thought, actually, there was a lot of albums this year, all kinds of different music and styles, and even a lot of top stuff. Like you guys had Obituary, and you got Night Demon, and all kinds of stuff. Cannibal Corpse and Incantation. There's all kinds of popular stuff.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, and of course, Cattle Decapitation. That was another popular one I figured would going to come up today. But I came up with a list of 5, and I got some other 5 I'll mention too, in case you haven't heard them or want to check them out. There's a Tulus from Norway. It's a Fandens kall. I don't know when's the last time they came out with an album, but it's kind of a raw and ugly kind of style black metal. Nothing too crazy or fast. It's kind of catchy and just fun. Then another one was Xasthur, Inevitable Dark. That was kind of different. I think a little bit of return of black metal or metal in some kind of ways, but also kind of experimental and a little bit of bluegrass and even some death metal stuff in there, which I thought was cool. And the Urarv's Substratum, another Norwegian band. It was a kind of more like a project. They redid some of the vocals and added some weird instruments and stuff to some other songs. So that's one you should check out. And also the Mortuary Drape, Black Mirror. That was another really good one.
Oh yeah,
if you
they
like
did have a new
Mortuary
album.
Drape, then kind of know what to expect from them. And another one was Endstille Detonation. It was pretty blasting and fast. Check it out if you like them. And then my top 5 here, I got number 5, Mane from Norway, the Innerst E Morket. I think they're like 3rd or 4th release. Used to be the Mains. I don't know if you guys remember Mains from Norway.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That was their newest stuff. It's pretty dark and grim. And then Troll, actually, their album comes out this week. So Trolldom is called. Now so far it sounds really good. I heard the listening party thing or whatever to that one they had online. It's really good. The Varathral, the Crimson Temple, just came out recently too, which I thought was really good. Number 2, the Magus from Greece, Viso de Montes. The Magus from Necromantia and Rotting Christ with his new solo project, or his new band, the Magus. I would definitely check that out. And Number one for me, it was a Dodd Heimsgard or DHD, the black medium current. It was just far out there and all over the place, and
I've been in the
I
listen to
can't
that.
even
That's true.
really explain it in one run.
Yeah, that's an interesting listen.
But those are my top 10 there.
Really good.
A good list. I think that means I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
So, here's my top 10, but so we'll see. So my first is Phaedra, a Swedish black metal band. The album is Militant, Penitent, Triumphant. Think of it as it's prism worship. It's very droning. Very if you think Philosophem, kind of that. Moving.
Okay.
That's what the album. My next up is Sulphur Aeon, 7 Crowns and 7 Seals. They like cavernous type of death metal, but this time they took more of a progressive measure. So there's a little more noodling, a little more noodling on the guitars. Next up is Blood Incantation, Luminescent Bridge. Even though this is a 12-inch single, it is really good.
Oh wow.
It's the A side is traditional Blood Incantation, but the B side is a more atmospheric, really taking that their experimentation to a whole new level. I really recommend checking that one out.
Is it a single or like a
It's a 12-inch single. So,
single?
Okay.
Yeah.
Notice bands are starting to do that more again.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like a single. I mean, because each side's 10 minutes long.
Okay.
So you're really gonna get your money's worth out of it. Next up is Dodd Heimsgard, Black Medium Current. Also, these are not in any particular order. The next one is Jag Panzer, the Hallowed. I really enjoyed this one. This one really took me by surprise.
You did you end up doing a review of that one?
Yes, I did do
right?
I did do a written review on the website.
Yeah, we'll put the review in the links
Yep.
in the comments.
Give it a 5. It's really good.
You did, yeah, I was
I did.
surprised.
I'm cheating on this one, but I don't care. Is the Cavalier Conspiracy
The re-release.
The
Re-recording.
The re-recordings, right.
Yeah.
Morbid Vision and Bestial Devastation.
Yeah.
Really good songs from those records, and those original releases are a little hard to listen to, so
Yeah.
so really
You sound like shit, all right?
I would say it counts because like it's not like you're naming a remaster. This is like totally re-recorded.
Yeah.
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 And I'm not normally a fan of the re-recordings. I know Sodom is guilty of it. Creator
Oh, God, yeah.
Guilty of it, but this one I think deserves it.
Yeah. It seems like they got a little more creative with it too.
They did.
Yeah, it seems like they had fun with it.
Yeah, and it enhanced it.
Yeah. I'm blanking on his name. Max Cavalier has been, he's been reintroducing himself back into the death metal and thrash metal genres, and it feels to me that he's not reinventing himself, but he is rediscovering himself.
Sure, yeah.
Kind of rediscovering his roots.
Yeah.
Roots.
Oh, shit! Jump the fuck up!
All right. Next up is Incantation, Unholy Deification. Incantation, I find one of those bands. They've never had a bad album,
Yeah.
and they're solid all the way through. I know some people can say that they're kind of one note, but when they hit the groove, they write it.
This one was really resonated with me more than a lot of the recent albums. It seemed creative, and I don't know, it had a good flow, and
It did. Yeah.
and it felt like coherent.
The first couple tracks didn't sell me as well, but it was until I listened to the whole album as a whole, and that's when they really
They glued it together, yeah.
This next one, I'm really conflicted because part of me doesn't want to put this album on this thing, and because I almost don't want to talk about it. And it's Blut aus Nord Disharmonium Nahab. it's a very interesting listen.
Mm-hmm.
And it is one of the few albums where it honestly gives me anxiety to listen to. And it's right there in the title, Disharmonium. It is very unsettling.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's right.
No, I'm agreeing.
Yeah,
I did listen to it. And I liked it a lot too. I just forgot to put it on my list. I did like it though.
It's great. I have to be in the mood to listen to it. But when it's good, it's just I have to be in that right mood to listen to it. And probably my most anticipated album this year is Moonlight Sorcery, Horn Lord of the Thorn Castle. The last year, I'm sorry. This is their first debut full length. Last year, maybe the year before, they put out 2 really solid EPs, and this this lives up to what the EPs promised.
Yeah,
those EPs were really solid, and this lives up to that.
It was pretty good. I gave it a listen, but it's just so much to sort through this year. Just to wrap that up, Moonlight Sorcery, they are a fantasy themed black metal band, and but what really drew me into the band is their guitar solos. They're very almost Judas Priest themed.
Oh, nice.
So there's some melody in there.
I noticed kind of guitar solos are coming back a little bit.
Yes.
Good.
I do have some also rans that maybe just want to just kind of just discuss throughout there.
Go through them, yeah.
There were 2 live albums that came out this year that kind of took me by surprise. Mayhem, Demonic Rites. I recently saw them when they play with Cannibal Corpse, and that was a really good show. And so this album kind of it fits that. It was more or less the same set list. So a very good live performance. This one took me by surprise. This next one is Akrokaki. They put out a live album this year. It's actually a live show from, I think, 2002, 2003. But they released it this year, and Akrokaki hasn't put out a new record, I think, since 2016, 2017, I think. And so this was kind of a breathing blood back into that band. And plus playing some old classic tracks from the Nazarene and the Corazon album.
Do you think live albums are kind of coming back again?
I hope so.
Yeah, because it was just oversaturated for a while. Like everybody was putting out live albums all the time, and then it just ended.
Yeah.
But like the 70s prog band Hellas, they put out a live album this year, and I really enjoyed that. And I think as long as it sounds honest and not too overdubbed and polished, it could be enjoyable. Don't oversaturate it again. Like it was bad for a while.
Right.
Yeah, I think maybe early 2000s, mid 2000s, everybody was putting out live albums, and a lot of them were shit.
And nobody was buying
and then
them. It just got boring.
And then it just stopped completely. Nobody did them. And then I see kind of this year, there was a few that I saw, and I was like, oh, okay, live album, shit, why not?
I think we're maybe starting to get more affordable again for the bands to start to maybe do them again.
Yeah, because...
Or it's easier to have your friends or whatever record it or bring your iPad or anything and hook it up to the soundboard. Compared to before you had to pay. Oh, you want us to record you? You got to pay extra.
Yeah, I think traditionally live albums don't sell well, but I think if done right, they can really benefit the band.
I mean, there's those 70s bands where that defined them. Like Kiss and Peter Frampton, they're more known for live albums than they are the studio.
Judas Priest, Unleash
in the East.
In the East,
Kiss, Alive.
Yeah,
that's classic. Last one I wanted to talk about, and because this album would have made my best of if one just didn't suck ass. The Worm Dream Unending Split. Worm, kind of a doomy black metal band, and Dream Ending, kind of a atmospheric, kind of doomy band.
Which side of it sucked?
Do you want to guess?
Worm?
No.
No?
The Worm side killed it.
Yeah.
The Dream Unending side, it was hard to listen to.
Oh man.
which is really unfortunate because the first two albums were solid. And so when this split was announced, two really great bands on the same record, but now it's, I don't know.
It just one side just killed it.
I will revisit the Dream Ending Unending side, but I really hope they pick it up on the next album.
Cool.
Yeah, good list. Good descriptions and everything.
Yeah. So it's a very lots of different stuff on everybody's list, which is good.
Yeah.
It gives a lot of people out there a chance to listen to some of the bands that put stuff out that we didn't know about. I mean, some of this stuff I totally spaced on, so I gotta go back and revisit and maybe redo my list.
You're talking about Mayhem, made me think of the Ruum. I don't know if you guys heard that one. It has a blasphemer.
Yes.
He made that. That came out this year too. Which is, if you guys haven't heard that, maybe check that out too.
Yeah, and off topic, like we're like something like 80 subscribers short of 1,000. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. It would help us a lot.
Give a like, subscribe, share.
Yep.
Yeah, we reached that 1,000. It's kind of like a milestone for us, so that'd be
Smash
nice.
the like button. Smash the like button.
Yeah. How much time we got?
I think we're about 8 minutes or so.
What are some of your guys' favorites that we missed out there?
Exactly.
You mentioned them. So.
Definitely comment on your favorites for this year if you have them.
Yeah,
If
give
it's
us your
10,
list.
5, whichever you have. Give us a list and share some of the stuff that you listened to this year that was really outstanding that we should listen to. We're always open to listen to new bands, and what better way than to let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Well, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. For Metal Swap Talk, Israel, Brian, Eric, and Vince. We'll see you next time.